Hello, how are you guys doing? I hope you guys are doing good. Let me pull open chat so I can actually see chat from YouTube. Hopefully it's actually working now. It looks like it is. There we go. Yeah, now we're cooking. Basically anything said before that moment on YouTube I didn't see. Anyway, we're doing a actual Suika game. I got tired of that website because that website has ads on mobile. They have banner ads that take up like, I don't know, the bottom eighth of the screen, which doesn't seem like it would be that big of a deal, but it's a huge deal when you actually try and, like, I don't know, play the game like a normal person, because you can't see what you're doing in the first like half of the game. So then I found a different one on the App Store and it wasn't any good. So now I'm like, all right, fine, I'll just get the real thing. We'll stop having Suika Game at home and we'll just have Suika Game. So that's what we got here. Let me go ahead and bop. Jesus. I got a box of Slanesh Daemonettes and I'm going to be painting them. Slanesh Daemonettes are consistently good. You were the one asking about like demon armies the other day, right? Your voice sounds different today? Yeah, no, I woke up a little late. Yes, I know how to play this game. I'm aware. Yes. I mean, this looks like the version that I found on iPhone. Does this have the same thing where it's like a specific order to it or anything? Oh, that orange and that clementine are a little close together. Did he get an update? No, I've just been playing like a bootleg ass version for so long. This is the Switch version. This is like a legitimate version. I'll have to go in a bit because of laser surgery on one of my teeth because my gum... You can do laser surgery on your teeth? Yeah, no, things are okay today. The physics are different, and the faces are different. The version I found, they all have like this O face when you lose. Sort of like that, God, there was like a meme for a while. Yeah, I didn't know you could get laser surgery for your teeth. That's wild. I'm just gonna wait a sec, because that's actually gonna do a thing. There we go. And then, man, if I place this anywhere, it's gonna get into a point where you can't get to the things below it. Will you pour bacon grease down the drain before you leave? Listen, I'm not gonna admit to doing anything that sounds even vaguely illegal. But yeah, no, I'm still waking up a bit, so if my voice sounds a little weird, that's what that is. And I kept my promise of what I said at the end of last stream, and I am not fully here still, but that should wear away in a bit. I've had several cups of coffee, so there's that. The big zoot. Yesterday required a big zoot. Yesterday was a lot, but we're gonna be okay. What's your favorite thing to have for breakfast? Most of the time I have cereal, but thing I actually enjoy having, I think, you know, like every now and then my wife will surprise me with like breakfast in bed. And just kind of whatever she comes up with is better. Like, even if it's literally just cereal from the box, like, it tastes just better. Raisin Bran, okay, listen. I know Raisin Bran is like an old dude choice, but seriously, have you tried Raisin Bran with almond milk? Like, it kind of is banger. It's Raisin Bran Crunch, too. Which means it's got like, it's like granola. The raisins suck? How does it feel to live a life full of suffering and not enjoy... My voice sounds kind of deeper today. It's My voice sounds like this when I'm tired and I'm not quite awake yet. It'll probably go away in a minute. I'm glad it's not grating in the very least. I found a decent book. Like I said, I got tired of Boat Guy book because also I should move my head. Let me move myself to the bottom right corner. That's better. And I forget that I don't have to click into that screen. The book I found is actually pretty good because, like, yeah, like I said, the Boat Guy story just ends up being like a generic like harem anime, and like when he was a socially awkward guy who couldn't get it together to actually become a harem like anime protagonist, like that was hilarious. That was great. He just didn't do anything, you know? But now that it's actually like a real like harem anime, then it's just like... So the one I found, I'd been skipping for a while because I thought it was going to be way more edgy than it is, and it's not. It's actually just like well produced. What's the most niche anime isekai if you had to make one? That was a misplace. This game's controls are so incredibly simple. I have no excuse. It would have to be something where you do some task that no one gives a shit about. Like, a sewage engineer isekai. Still gets a harem, because I mean, of course he fucking does. Yeah, the cloud goes all the way to the other side if you go too far, which I didn't realize. But that's okay. We'll survive it. Mario is technically an isekai? Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of, like, technically isekais. Like, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. Mario. Anything with Muppets, I guess? Anyway, the one I found, I don't know its name because the person who uploaded it did not upload it with the correct name. So I apologize. Inuyasha is an isekai. Yeah, 100%. It was like a progenitor, but it's not as shit. Futurama is an isekai. What would a Rev-themed isekai be like? I don't even know how you would answer that question. But this one is sort of like a combination of like a vampire thing plus like it's got the isekai stat system thing where he's got access to the system, you know, thing. But also like kind of got like a My Hero / like Harry Potter thing going. Like he doesn't, okay, so the premise is and also aliens. So aliens came down and they tried to conquer Earth, but humans got superpowers all of a sudden, so it turned out okay. From there, people just started picking up skill books and they could train them. It's sort of like XCOM, yeah, sort of like XCOM, which is weird as a comparison because it's like still like it's isekai adjacent. It's not an isekai because like everyone has these, like either you're born with the ability or you get a skill book and then you get that ability, you know? And it's been pretty okay. This is not like an anime. No, this is like a book that I found. So anyway, once you get to a certain age, you have to go to like military school just in case if the aliens come back. In this military school thing, they don't really give a shit if you fight other people or even kill other people. It's totally fine. It's just culling the chaff, I guess, which is... They do some weird stuff. I would say like one of the biggest like plot holes that exist is like the main character gets straight up stabbed like twice in the stomach. right? Like, they're doing like dueling practice, that way they can like learn how to use weapons, right? And he's got that My Hero thing where he like is acting like he doesn't have an ability for the longest time, but his ability is actually banger because he's a vampire. He's just straight up a vampire as his thing. Except for he doesn't die when he gets in sunlight. It just like reduces all his stats to half. All in all, it's like pretty solid. There is like a female character who like is... It's not like even... We're fucked, by the way. But like, the reason she's helping is because she's just a monster fucker. Yeah, I knew we were screwed. I want to go back to the title and switch to the other version. So it's like, yeah, she just wants to be a vampire, you know? Which, like, I'm super okay with as a reason, you know? So that's how he gets his constant blood supply. Is mostly this one girl who has offered it to him, but she's like a little upset that he's taking it via syringe. But like, it's not as horny as I'm describing. It just, that seems to be her reasoning. It's almost like vampires are her type, and just vampires weren't real as far as everyone is aware for the longest time, and now they are. So like, it's more that she has like maybe a crush on him. It's kind of hard to tell at this point. But like, that's like a super legitimate reason to like be helping this guy. And everyone else who's helping him has their own like weird thing they're trying to do. Like, one guy just has no abilities and he just kind of sucks, and so he's just kind of surviving. He's not, and that's the other thing that's really good and why I avoided it for the longest time, is he's not really emo at all. He's just like, I don't want to be a vampire. Like, he just sort of accepted the ability to become a vampire because he would get powers, but then he's like, wait, I have to drink people's blood. That's bad. Like, he's not edgy about it, you know? Which is like so refreshing from a vampire story. You know, he's not even like, oh man, I'm cursed with this. He's like, no, we're gonna make the most of this. So like, I don't know. No, I didn't ask for this. Like, he legitimately did ask for this. He wanted this. So like, he's just trying to like figure out how to go. Well, he can't drink other blood. And also, it turns out that, like, depending on what type of blood he drinks, like, if it's A or B or AB or O, depends on what stats it gives him. Because there's 3 stats, so. And then O just gives him whatever he wants. Spoilers, I guess. It's, so far, it's all right. And it's not even like, I didn't want this even like this. Like, he's just like, okay, I guess I'm a vampire now. Like, he kind of just jumped in headlong without thinking of the consequences, and now he's just like, okay, yeah. He doesn't brood. He just, like, accepts his lot in life and goes with it, you know? Like, which manga? It sounds interesting. I don't know if it has a name. I can tell you what it's called on YouTube. Also, one of the best things about it on YouTube is it's actually, like, read by a real person, and they added sound effects and stuff, which is, like, a small thing, but it's just like, oh, you gave a shit about this story. You didn't just like shit this one out. Like, this is an actual story. Like, I think that was the most jarring thing for me. I'm like, man, this feels like stuff that I would have read as like a young adult. Like, it's definitely that genre. So it has like the tropes and it has the issues of that. But like, you know, like, just the general disregard for, like, extreme violence that you would expect in, like, a story like this. I can see what it's called on YouTube, and then you can try and figure out what it's actually called. Archvile. Let me see. From weakest to strongest, or something like that. From weak boy to strongest... class system level up audiobook level. volume 1. I'm almost done with the first volume. It's pretty okay so far. It sounds like a fun ride. Yeah, I mean, like, you know, I think that my standards are so incredibly low from listening to so many absolute dog dick isekais. That, like, the fact that it has, like, a coherent plot line and isn't about a guy beating rabbits to death in a boat, like, it may actually not be that good. Let me just put it that way. It's so far pretty okay. I need to probably find some more, like, I don't know. I don't know, stuff that's, like, less embarrassing to admit that I'm reading, but that's what I'm reading right now. And it's okay, you know? Like, I'm enjoying it for what it is. I didn't say good, I said fun. Fair, yes. And it's like, I'm not sure if it's actually good or if I'm just, like, so incredibly, like... I've listened to so many bad stories recently that, like, a competently written story is interesting. And the fact that he's not a broody little asshole, like, he seems to just sort of accept that this is the way that life has to be, and he doesn't have an issue with that. He's continuing to just try and progress his life in some sort of meaningful way. It's like, okay, I see you. Why have you been reading so many bad ones? Because rather than use the library like a normal rational person, I keep using, like, random story on YouTube as my, like, fall to sleep thing. Like, I had rented, like, This Is How You Lose the Time War from the library. Totally forgot that I did it. That sounds like a mistake. It is, yeah. But, like, the nice thing about YouTube stuff is, and I'm gonna lose again. We're just gonna accept that, yeah. You can find your share. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of garbage at the library as well. Like, there's a lot of garbage. But I listened to, like, a lot of the actually good stuff on YouTube a bit ago. Can you guys just, like, merge already? Or, like, let's try that. Fuck me. I'm actually surprised I haven't lost yet. Libby is great, yeah. I have Libby on my phone. I'm aware of Libby. That's the problem. I'm dumb as fuck. Like, I keep listening to these awful things instead. Like, I don't have an excuse on why I'm listening to this garbage. I don't know. Do? It's like ease of access, I think? Also, like, it's got that indie thing where they are trying weird shit. Can you post a link to the vampire story? I could go and find it real quick. Let me see if I can find it. The voice actor is, like, competent. And it's a real person, which I know the bar is in the fucking ground, but it means something to me. You know, like, that they actually tried. There's a way to check on YouTube. I need to check history or something on YouTube. History. Copy link. There we go. From Weak Boy to Strongest to the Strongest audiobook by Audio Story. Pulp Fiction can be good. Yeah, I went on a Pulp Fiction kick for a while where I was listening to a bunch of just stuff. Yeah, there's... yeah, that's kind of the reason that I didn't recommend a lot of the ones. I think it was like that one prison one where it was like, well, I guess we've got to make a society out of bullshit and hey, that one was pretty okay. Thanks for the link. No worries. It's not the best thing that you've ever listened to, but it's way more competent than it deserves, and I think I'm probably just cope. So I mean, I probably need to find something more bad, if that makes sense, because, like, who cares about this one where it's just like, yeah, it sucks. I really like the America Falls series, but, like, after, like, I kind of watched too many, or listened to too many of them, I kind of got, like, the vibe for it. Kind of the same thing with Terry Pratchett. That, like, once you listen to a bunch of Terry Pratchett, like, all, like, back-to-back like that, you kind of get a bead on what it's going to be like. I like Terry Pratchett, don't get me wrong, but, like, if you listen to a whole bunch of it all in a row, then it kind of just starts sounding the same. And I want to mix it up every now and then. So that got me, because I was listening to Warhammer, and then I ran out of Warhammer to listen to, though Vox in the Void is incredible. Is there any general schedule anywhere? Not really. I know that, like, I could tell you, like, a vibe. Like, I stream, generally speaking, at about 11:30-ish. Somewhere around 11 to 12 Central Standard Time. And then... Are you kidding me with these grapes? Just touch each other, you assholes. There you go. Limes usually streams at about 12. Ima streams when she's able. Yul streams like twice a month. Good luck. I don't know his streaming schedule at all. Usually just you know. Yeah, I pronounce it Yul still, because that's how he told me to pronounce it like 10 years ago. Vinny usually streams later at night, though recently he's been streaming like mornings. And then Mike has been streaming at around like 5 or so. Yul streams when he fucking feels like it. So, like, just show up when you see one, I guess. Yeah, when Vinny gets addicted to something, he streams around noon. And I think that's what he's doing with, like, that WarioWare game, which I saw. It looks like that bit from Caramel Dancing. The cover in the new Wario game. Like, the dance that you're supposed to do with it. The bit where they're doing the weird twist where it just, like, is super awkward. What dance? Could you demonstrate? Could you go to hell? It destroys your spine while Wario mocks you. Is it weird and parasocial to me when people get concerned over a streamer and does things like, hey streamer, have you talked to other streamer? They haven't been on recently and we're worried. I mean, here's the thing with that. Let's say that there is something going on with XYZ person, right? What am I supposed to do in that situation? You know, like, to let you know would be to, you know, go around that person's trust. But to not also is weird. It's like, oh, are they having a beef? Is that the reason why he's gone? why he's not streaming is because Rev and so-and-so have a fucking beef going. Oh man, better cancel so-and-so. Or better cancel Rev. I sense that there's something wrong. Yeah, like, I don't want to, like, if someone's not streaming, it's because, like, they're doing other stuff. How have you dealt with the death of Flash? Just by going on to other stuff, man. Like, I've got, you know, there's a lot of games that are just good nowadays. Thank you, Super Dino Hono. Thank you for your support. If I have to be canceled for something, what would I want to be canceled for? Oh god. You know what I hate about the, like, you know, as an empath thing? When people say that they're, you know how you could tell when someone's not a empath? They tell you that they're an empath. Because a person who's an empath does not or a person who claims to be an empath who says that does not realize how much of a fucking tool it makes them look like. Ain't that some psychic stuff? No, no, it's just like, I'm really good with people. I think that's the joke. Yeah, but people don't say it not as a joke. Like, some people are like, oh no, like, I'm an empath. Like, if someone's an empath, you just fucking know. Like, surely. An empath would recognize that it makes them look like a fucking tool when they say that. The win condition is to get to the jack-o'-lantern. It's kind of hard to see on the screen because I'm kind of covering it with my everything. But empath is another word that belongs on the top shelf. I love that phrasing. So if I was gonna get canceled, what do I want to be canceled over? I have a feeling it's gonna be something like New Vegas is what's gonna get me canceled, or being a little too spicy one day. My friend's aunt recently said, as an empath, I can feel your negative emotions. It makes me go into self-defense mode as justification for why she was shitty to my friend about being chronically ill. I think we've also weaponized psychology language because it's incredibly, like, impersonal to use. Everything can be weaponized. Rev is transphobic because he hates New Vegas. Someone will come up with something like that, yeah. I mean, like, I think in order to be canceled, people have to give a shit. You know? I don't know if I'm big enough to get canceled. I'm really bad at this version. This version is, like, a little bit more difficult than the jank-ass versions that I've been playing. I have to, like, re-establish the meta. The hitboxes on the fruit are different than the bootlegs that I've been playing, in that there are hitboxes in some cases. Like, if I get canceled, I think it's going to be over a bad faith argument, and it's not going to be over something that I actually did. Because I think a majority of people recognize that, like, I'm not perfect, but I try real hard to be good, you know? What do I want to be canceled for? Murder. That sounds fine. It depends on who you murder, yeah. Well, I was there's that woman who was trying to be anti-Semitic but failed. Did you hear about this? Like she showed up at a place that was like, we're the only real Jewish people, and everyone else is just a fake Jewish person, and like we need to get rid of them kind of place or whatever. But she thought they were Jewish, and so she went and attacked them. I mean, like, it still sucks. Like, she didn't get anywhere, but yeah, it was sort of like the trash is taking itself out, so I guess that's fine. Someone posted on the on a Warhammer subreddit recently, like this project they're doing where they're putting like together like, I guess, little like keychain looking things or something by putting models in like scenic situations in jars. I don't think that they're aware of of the possible issues with that. Are the jars filled with cum? No, they weren't aware of that, I think, or they were and they were using it as a way to get more happy Halloween. It's always Halloween. What do you think I got those Slanesh Demonettes for? I'll tell you something, like, if you're gonna be, like, looking into doing demon stuff, Slanesh is almost always a good choice. And then Nurglings are usually good. They have a really hard time trying to balance Nurglings. Right now, they're a little weird tech piece, but they're good. Art of War recently did a tier ranking list, and they put demons kind of far down, but like the meta is actually like in a really healthy spot right now, and that's great. Like, you can, as long as you like have a game plan, you can do pretty okay into most fights, excluding probably like Eldar and CSM. And I don't really know what demons are doing nowadays. Like, the ability to be everywhere at once is really solid. Like, really, like, optimize the fact that you are able to be fast. And, just do that. Like, that's, like, why Eldar are always good, is because fast moving is always good. Are demons allowed to fight demons? Yes. Like, the gods kind of hate each other, but they work together because it's better to just, like, take down the Emperor rather than, like, fight, but also they're still fighting. Can you use, yeah, you can use Age of Sigmar demons in 40k and vice versa. Necrons are doing okay right now. I think that they're a little bit worse than demons. From what I understand. They're around the same tier. They're doing a pretty okay job. They basically have one build, and if Silvertide doesn't work against you, you lose. Any recommendations for real demons to get into? You know, I Lucifer's pretty banger. Have I seen the McFarlane action figure line? Yeah. There's like a I don't know much about toys, but it's like there's action figures for, you know, Warhammer now that you can buy. And they're well done, but I don't have room or money for stuff that I don't play with, and like I'm just gonna put that on a shelf somewhere and it's gonna collect dust. I have plenty of like knickknacks and tchotchkes and all of that kind of crap that I don't need. I'm not gonna buy action figures unless if I've seen a lot of people convert the Orc Meganob one. Huge fan, but rare talker, autistic. Fair enough. I'm building two things, a real bender from Futurama and a 5K computer with a something. Yeah, Warhammer fans like painting their models, man. They're still making figures, yeah, for what? Like the action figures? I mean, they're neat. They're just not for me, man. Like, I've used, like, action figures in the past for kit bashes, and I don't know as if it looks very good. I was thinking about doing that with the Meganob and just calling it a Stompa, but if I make a Stompa, I would really like it to be, like, an event on stream, because, like, Stompa's just a giant robot made out of scrap metal. It's, like, the embodiment of orkiness in that it is just, like, a pile of scrap metal that is just filled with guns. Which are some of the better factions to get into with kit bashing? Orcs. Literally all kits are orc kits because you could just be like, yeah, an orc looted that. I'm sad that the Minecraft server kind of died out. It's still around, I think. I just don't know as if anyone's on it anymore. It's kind of sad. What kind of orc unit would I be? Let's call me a war boss. Why not? Fuck it. What armies and factions would you assign Vinny and Yul? Yul can be a space furry. He can be whatchamacallit. Space wolves. They're space Vikings. They make alcohol so strong that they can actually like get past their own poison protection thing. Vinny? I don't know who Vinny would play. I'm doing so bad today. We're just ignoring that though. Did I even set up the thing that it says Sukia? No, it says just chatting. Let me fix that. Vinny plays Tau? Vinny isn't enough of a weeb to play Tau. I wish the Warhammer VR game was better. Yeah. Yeah, Vinny would not play weeb Tau. Tau is 40K's answer to too many people are like buying Gunpla and not buying our stuff, so we need to make Gunpla. So they were like, yeah, new race just dropped. They're definitely not just Gundams. Limes was playing a game that had a big daddy wolf in it. People brought you up for some reason. The VR game is like you play as a sister of battle, which I think was, listen, I don't want to be that way, but like also that might have been a bad decision because like I think a lot of the fan base of Warhammer is like male, and I think they are gonna have an issue with that. I don't have a VR thing. Can I not be a... Can I not be a big bad wolf? Why am I a wolf energy? Wolf is like the most basic bitch furry. Like, not that I want to be a furry or even assigned a fursona. I'm just a little upset that I'm being assigned to the most generic, boring one. You know what I mean? Foxes are more common. Fuck that, dude. I don't even, like, hang around. Like, I don't even do the furry thing, but the number of times I've seen, like, wolf cock or some equivalent. I think that Sisters of Battle originally had, like, a harem thing going on, but they kind of got rid of that because they stopped being as sexist. Wolves are cool, who cares? Like, I don't know. If I was a furry, I'd be a hipster about it. You know? Play Wolf Quest 3D live on stream. I was like one of the first people to stream that game. Dear God. You have possum energy? Possums have like big folk punk energy. What's the coolest hipster animal? Dude, you cannot trick me into like saying that. If you want to maximize radicalness. What? Crab sona? I wonder if at some point carcinogation will come for furries and then they'll all be crab. I'm perpetually stuck in 90s lingo. No, I totally get it. I got made fun of by some kids back in like high school for talking like a 90s surfer dude because I said dude and stuff a lot. Still do. Dude and like and all of those words. But that's just like, I don't know, that's just how like I grew up. People don't say dude anymore. I think that family, I mean, again, it was high school for me was being homeschooled still, but there were homeschooling groups. I think that people still use dude. I need Rev to say an animal so I can draw his forced upon fursona wearing his Homestuck class aspect clothes. Dude's never gonna leave my vocabulary. It's like, it does so much. Dude's a great word. It does so much heavy living. Were you Bible schooled? Not at all. No. I know a lot of people think that homeschooling's like that, but that was not my experience at all. I had a lot of friends who were. But, you know, I also like to think that I don't know. I think it was a good choice for me. Like, I'm not a religious person, despite being Reverend Scarecrow. I grew up in a religious area. I grew up in the Bible Belt. That's a thing. But, like, I myself am not a religious person. It's pretty clear to me that if there's any higher power out there, they're expecting that we figure it out on our own. You know? Either due to malice or just because he thought it would be funny or whatever. So there's no real reason to worship that because it doesn't give a shit. So I'm not gonna spend time and energy worshiping that guy. Are you a spiritual person? You know, like I said, I think that I think there's a core to, and I talked about this last time, and I didn't really explain that. I didn't mean like in a like. Yeah, this board is suck. It's that strawberry and that cherry there that are fucking me. And I have to basically make a whole new pineapple from scratch. That's never gonna connect up with the other pineapple. Ooh, ooh. Okay, there we go. That's better. I think we jammed some strawberries down that hole. And cherries. Unlucky. Yeah, Doodad is clunky. But yeah, no, I don't... I talked about this last time I did Suika Game, and I think it's like... I don't believe that there's any sort of magical reason that things are put together the way they are, but I do believe that humans are top of the food chain because we work together as a team. Rev buddy, you can see the next fruit on screen. Listen, your like basic facts and logic are not welcome here. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I don't know a goddamn thing. No, I feel like I'm fairly open about like my beliefs and stuff to the detriment of everything. Humanity works best when it works together. And it's not a magical thing that binds us aside from just like evolution working out the way that it did. Why does Sukia always bring up religious questions in chat? I don't know. It's like visually, like it's simple enough that like you kind of get a general idea of what's going on, but like you don't really need like a complex explanation on why am I not dead? Just legitimately, why am I not dead at this point? I don't know. If the game was about filling up the box, you'd be doing great, right? Yeah. Starting off, so there is no like codified order in this version of the game. It is just like things will happen. You just have to sort of expect that it's going to be random. Bree is always on beat. This is the official Sukia one. It doesn't give you any points for doing the thing. This version can bug out and launch the fruit outside the box with high velocity. Yeah. I mean, there's kind of a bad part on every single one of these games. Like, there's some issue or another. Hi, Rev, I love you. Don't. That's a bad idea. But thank you for coming by. The physics are better than the browser version. It doesn't crash randomly like the browser version. Don't worry, a lot of us hate you. There it is. That's what I was looking for. Justification of my own self-loathing. The music reminds me of Pooh Ball. I can see it. I wonder how many people legitimately watch streamers just to, like, be there for when they get canceled. You know what I mean? Like, oh man, I fucking hate this guy. I hope he says the N-word soon, you know? Lol cows? Yeah, I guess it is a lol cow. Yeah, I've just reinvented the lol cow. Great. That's insane. Yeah, lol cows is a concept, or most famous one being Chris Chan. And you know, maybe that was a bad idea. That's probably like 30% of Hassan's audience. It's definitely like DPS's. Like, I don't know why you would watch that dude otherwise. Wings of Redemption, that guy is gone, isn't he? I did play with a guy who went by Wings of Redemption on Darktide recently. He's doing better than Boogie. What is the deal with Boogie recently? Because last I heard of him, like, he pulled a gun on a guy who showed up at his door. DSP is Darkside Phil. He was a very early proto YouTuber who it's like a self-loathing narcissist. What a combo. There's a Down the Rabbit Hole video on DSP? Yeah. He didn't really get canceled because no one actually wants to cancel him because it's funnier to watch him fail repetitively. And he's kind of made that his brand at this point. An entire chunk of the documentary on who? Boogie? Because I remember when Boogie was like, I wouldn't say good, but respected. I've seen that the Boogie doc is like circulating, but I haven't seen like what's in it or what's going on. Like, I'll tell you, content creation is like, it's for the mentally deranged. Like, there's something wrong with you if you do this. Like, just legitimately, there is, and you're gonna end up a very broken, fucked up person. And how well you can hide that depends on how successful you'll be. He's at the job agency and he says, I'm obese, depressed, and I worked in porn for 6 years. Boogie worked in porn? No, I just didn't know that was a thing. Like, behind the camera, I would assume. Like, not to be that way, but... Chat, we're not going to link Boogie porn. That's against TOS and my own rules. And just bad. I do worry that, like, it's gonna be, like, an issue to try and find a job after all this is said and done for me. But we'll cross that bridge when we get there. I'll probably just say I was a house husband for X number of years. Or, you know, I was doing art. But hopefully I don't have to find out how that works, like, ever. What in tarnation? Probably a good time for that. You could say you're a practicing artist. I mean, it's true. It's just like very easy to find like this stuff intermixed there. I don't know, who the hell isn't trying to be a content creator nowadays? I saw this awful video earlier and it was like watching two people you hate talk. Hold on, flea bitten wants to be timed out. / timeout flea bitten 1,000 seconds. Did that actually go through or did that glitch out? One thousand seconds is like a couple minutes. I mean, I've seen a strat where people are just saying like, I'm under NDA and I can't disclose like fully what I used to do. But I used to work in media production. The melon looks like he's taking in the ass. Watch less porn. Fuck. Yeah, chat. If you're feeling horny because all the boogie porn, go jerk off. Come back. We'll still be here. Go. Just go. Why won't you combine? Why won't you combine? There's no way we make it out of here alive. Like, we're fucked. Let's just get a good score, in the very least. Hey, Bro Build, how you doing? Some people are doing non-stop November. We have to stop them. Post boogie porn. I know it gets you, Randy. Post boogie porn. I've got so little room to work with here. Please don't refer to it as the Bugatti. Okay. Where's the line? Okay. How's the weather? The weather's been actually pretty nice in Texas recently. Like windy, cold-ish. Chris Chan does have porn, if you want to view that. I would recommend getting your life in order first, and then reconsidering your choices if you're at that point. You know, she doesn't need any more attention than she's already been given. Like, she's not a well person. You made cookies? Can I have one? They're chocolate chip? Dude, that's fucking awesome. My wife brought me back a pie, like a chocolate pie from this place that we don't normally go to, and it was very good. I don't usually like nuts in my like food. That's gonna be taken out of context, but it was pretty good. They had like almond crust for the chocolate pie. It's pretty good. I have 12 cookies. Well, there's like 300 of us, so you're about to, like, aren't you allergic to nut? No, I'm allergic to soy, which is confusingly, like, peanuts are not nuts. Like, genetically, I think culinarily they are, but they're not. They're legumes, which is why I'm also allergic to soy. Rev cannot canonically be a soy boy. You're right. Are you allergic to other beans? Not that I'm aware of, just soy and peanuts, but like that's just because those are used so common. What's your favorite source of protein? Meat? Cow meat specifically. I like steak, I like brisket, I like burgers. Like, I recognize the horrible, like, ills that does, but also, like, tastes good. Why is... I mean, hell yeah, trans rights. Why brisket? Do you mean Bridget? Is that why you guys are doing that? I'm like, what does this have to do with Guilty Gear? What weird fucking lore in Guilty Gear is there? I can't get all the way to the side there. That sucks. That's been the joke. Okay, I'm not into Guilty Gear. Yeah, like I don't play fighting games because it takes a lot of work to get good at, and it's just not a skill set that I wish to desire or like acquire. Like I don't want to get good at fighting games. I'm already bad at so many other games. Why would I pick up another genre to be bad at? Like, fighting games are definitely one of those ones that you have to understand and compete in the meta to actually have a chance at having fun. Did I ever play a fighting game? I've played fighting games. I don't think I've ever played Guilty Gear. But, like, you know, again, it's a fighting game. I'm not interested. It's nothing against the game itself. It's nothing against the lore, whatever's going on with them. But, like, I just don't... I don't enjoy it. Like, every time I've played a fighting game, I've felt incredibly out of my depth, and it feels like I'm a toddler being absolutely bodied. Like, even in Smash, yeah. When I'm playing against people who are actually good at Smash, like Ima is fucking baller at Smash. Like, if you want to actually competent Smash player. Same with MOBAs. Yeah, MOBAs have a very similar vibe. Like, you're a bad person for being bad at a MOBA. Do you know what I mean? Like, you're not allowed to learn how to play MOBAs. And, like, I just don't want to be a part of that. Because I remember playing the original Dota, like, queuing up for it in, like, Warcraft 3 days. And, like, there were ban lists for people who were bad. Like, keep that in mind. There were ban lists separate from, like, this guy's cheating. And the ban list was just like, this person isn't good enough at the game to play. And it's like, at what point do you get good enough? Like, you have to play the game in order to get good. there wasn't like a ranked system. So like how my disappointment is just like unending with this fucking game right now. Like holy shit, please just combine, you son of a bitch. Cherry into cherry. There we go. We're getting somewhere. I'm just gonna let this be for a sec, and then we can actually like come back to it. Like, I just don't find that enjoyable. You know, like, I mean, I guess all games are like that to some degree, but just like the concept of that if you're bad at a MOBA or you're bad at a fighting game, that you're a bad person is just like obnoxious. And I don't like it. And I don't want to enjoy that community. RTSs are like that too. I feel like shooting games don't really have that. It exists to some degree, but also like that's usually specific shooters. Just end it. You see it going. Like, you see this happening. Just fucking end me, asshole. The other day I got kicked out of a casual CS2. Yeah, CS2 is definitely one of the exceptions to that rule. Like, that is not a... Because the meta is dead in that game. Because, like, they can't change the balance of anything without fundamentally changing the concepts of the game. I don't enjoy the COD games. They're a little too bootlicky for me. And it makes sense because they are used as like a reason to get people like the military just realized why try and make your own America's Army when you could just like, I don't know, be involved in the production of like Call of Duty and stuff. I find that people who are like super sweaty about KD and games like CSGO, like usually you can just check and like half the time my like way of diffusing that is just going, I'm noticing you're not at the top of the leaderboard, dude. You're talking a lot of shit for a guy who has a negative KD. Nine times out of 10, that is actually accurate. Because they don't want to blame the fact that they're bad at the game on themselves. They want to blame that on someone else. And it's your fault that I'm not winning. Editor's note, America's Army was a propaganda game to get people to join the military, yes. This game is different without bottom noises. Who do you think you're watching, man? I do like team games, but I like team games with like an objective that isn't just kill the other guy. Make your own bottom noises? Yeah, you could just like, you guys could make your own bottom noises. Yeah, the American Army game was like straight up just American propaganda. It was not like a, like they, Tribes was good for that. Yeah, I liked Tribes back when it was a game, back when you could play it, you know? They ruined that game, and I don't know for what reason. Splatoon 2 is also, like, Splatoon is another game that's just like, you're not allowed to be bad at. And any game that has that, like, just completely turns me off playing it. Like, because usually I'm not good enough at them in the first place. And then it's just like... If you could... What? If you could eat any one kind of metal or specific metal alloy, what would it be? You gain the theoretical caloric I guess you would go with something that's very common to get your hands on, so it's basically free food. Splatoon's fan base is toxic as fuck. Aluminum might be. Yeah, you just drink the Coke, then you eat the Coke afterwards. It's very efficient. I mean, like, eating the electrical piping, like, it sounds like a good idea, but, like, a lot of the easy-to-get stuff has already been stolen by meth heads, so, like, you know, you're not getting that much. Bismuth, like, it looks cool as shit. Don't get me wrong, but, like, when was the last time you saw bismuth IRL? Like, you've just chosen to give yourself a shit superpower if you're saying bismuth. It's in, like, normal stuff. How can you be mad at Squid Game? Very easily, holy shit. Have you ever played that game online? Oh yeah, what if you chose lead and then you just ate bullets out of the air? I don't know if they're actually made out of lead anymore, but, you know. Tungsten could be good. Stainless steel is good. Yeah, you just go to the dollar store and just start eating pans. What are they gonna do? They're being paid fucking nothing at the dollar store. So, like, you'll probably be alright. Eat cars? Yeah, what are cars made out of? Someone cuts you off in traffic, just like follow them home and eat their car. You should go to the gun range more often. I kind of don't like the vibe. You know? A gun is a tool, not like a thing that I enjoy having to own. I did see this crazy gun that's getting released soon. It's, what? 25? So not like a 22, but a 25. So, like, not that much bigger of a bullet. But it's, like, gas-powered? This thing is, like, essentially a silence pistol. It's a weird... Like, it doesn't feel like it should be legal. I haven't looked into it all that much, but it, like, you know, it puts a hole in things. I also saw a video of someone using a 5.56 pistol, which, one shot, it was like, a Derringer 5.56, which... Why in God's name have you invented that? Just to break someone's wrist? That's like a rifle bullet. And in the example that they showed in this like random clip I saw, it was just like the thing keyholds immediately. And it's like, yeah, at any range that's gonna keyhole, how the fuck are you gonna have enough barrel length for that? 22 is a varmint rifle. Yeah, like... Yeah, but I was talking about the 5.56 as well. Like, two different guns. .57 is a pistol caliber. Yeah. What's keyhole in this context? The bullet went like, instead of going straight, it went like this into the target and it landed sideways in. Usually it means that like the bullet has traveled too far and the bullet is starting to go out of control. It tumbled. There wasn't significant enough spin on it to be able to handle the shot, because there's no barrel length to this stupid thing. Into my suffering. Into my thank you. Not enough rifling. I mean, the bullet goes straight into the gun. I need to find this video I saw. It sucks. It's not about guns. I was talking about it a second ago and then I didn't finish. There's a way you can check things that you've looked at on... Oh, I got 100 upvotes on a post I made about... Yeah, 119 on a RoboCop post I made. Cool. They'll offset the people who downvoted me for saying that slavery exists in America. The 13th Amendment has a specific carve out for it. That's all I said and got massively downvoted for it. Oh. Let's see if I can find it. Yeah, hold on. I need to show you this video because like this sucks regardless of who you're rooting for here. Let me just say that. Like there's no way to root for anyone correctly in this thing. Do we have the... Yeah, there we go. All right.
So what if I don't move? What are you gonna do? Do you know who I am?
I'm not gonna do anything. I don't know you.
Do you know who I am?
No.
I'm Miles Morales.
So? I don't know who you are, nor do I care. But I just need you to move up a little bit more.
So right now you're like, that's funny because the guy is just like fucking with the security guard. The sad part is he's not.
Well, you're off of director space.
Sir, do you know who I am?
No, I've already answered that.
I just told you.
And I don't know who you are.
You don't know who Miles Morales is?
No. No.
He's not 14. It's worse.
That's crazy, bro.
So
those smell amazing.
Move up a little bit
Thanks. More. I'll make sure to give those to my uncle. Haven't visited his grave in a while. Enough for those, I'm gonna have a bouquet. Those smell amazing. IRL streams are the best. Jeez, that's really hot.
I need you to move up a
You're
little
gonna burn my flowers.
I need you off of contracted space.
Thanks. Nobody's doing it like me. I really appreciate that. I wish I had my glasses with me. Those smell amazing. Thanks for sharing the live. I don't think I should use that here. That sounds pretty dangerous. Wish I had my bat with me. I bet you I can hit a home run and the crowd.
The guy is just standing there.
Goes wild. Turn up the music, turn up the bass, turn up the music, turn up the what? GG, my boy, you're getting me stuffed.
Dude, I need you to come back to reality for a minute. And...
Like I'm not rooting for the Redicop or anything, but holy shit.
Scoot up.
Do you know who I am?
No. I already answered that 3 times.
See, if you would have said who I was, I would have moved, bro. I just told you, bro. You're not listening to me.
I don't know who you are. I don't care who you are. But again, you're on contracted space.
I'm Miles Morales.
You act like I'm supposed to know who that is. I don't. So I need you to move up to non-contracted space.
L.
And you can play and be
That's
whoever
crazy.
you are over there.
Enough of those, I might have a bouquet. Those smell amazing. Do you know how to stand on business?
Dude, move over there. You are on contracted space.
What happens if I don't?
He's just
What do you mean by that?
being resistant. I just need you to move up. You're on contracted space.
What do you mean by that?
And then I will let you play whoever you are
Jeez.
and your fake
That's
little
really
TikTok
spicy.
world over
You're
there.
gonna give me a brain freeze. Too much ice cream really makes me cold. Those smell amazing. Thanks for the follow.
Copy.
It's... Why is it so bad that that kid is just there? I mean, yeah, everyone sucks here. Everyone sucks in this. Like, the security cop is being a cop, telling this kid to fuck off. Because, like, realistically, what is this guy doing? Rev, I'll obliterate you if you replay that clip. I gotta go pee, I'll be right back.
So what if I don't move? What are you gonna do? Do you know who I am?
I'm not gonna do anything. I don't know you.
Do you know who I am?
No.
I'm Miles Morales.
So? I don't know who you are, nor do I care. But just need you to move up a little bit more. That way you're off of contracted space.
Sir, do you know who I am?
No, I've already answered that.
I just told you.
And I don't know who you are.
You don't know who Miles Morales is?
No. No, I
That's
don't.
crazy, bro.
So
Those smell amazing.
move up a little bit more.
Thanks. I'll make sure to give those to my uncle. I haven't visited his grave in a while. Enough of those, I'm gonna have a bouquet. Those smell amazing. IRL streams are the best. Jeez, that's really
Dude,
hot.
I need you to move up a
You're
little
gonna
more.
burn my flowers.
I need you off of contracted space.
Thanks. Nobody's doing it like me. I really appreciate that. I wish I had my glasses with me. Those smell amazing. Thanks for sharing the live. I don't think I should use that here. That sounds pretty dangerous. Wish I had my bat with me. I bet you I can hit a home run.
Okay, no, we're not actually gonna listen to the whole thing, but holy hell. Sin for being a cringe LARPer? It's worse than that. He's a whatchamacallit. NPC streamer. That's just some NPC streamer. It's a thing. You know how I say pingal when people like throw donations at me sometimes, or the bit, or the community points, or like we say like one tarnation? What if that was the whole stream? What if you just didn't do anything else but only said the funny line when donated to? That's the whole... Nice. Pingal, pingal. What if its stream was just that? Pingal, pingal. What is contract space, as the security guard mentioned several times? Who the fuck knows? Pingal, pingal, nice, nice. Shigoli Ravioli loves the kitties. Please don't stop. Stop turning this into an NPC. Nice. Into an NPC stream. Pingal. Nice. Pingal. Nice. Nice. Pingal. Yeah, I don't know what he means by contract space. I've never heard that thing before. Nice. G-Max loves the kitties. Contract space is reserved for displays and booths. Nice, nice, nice. It's probably reserved for an event. Maybe. I accidentally stumbled into a couple subreddits. One was with cops, and it's so funny how like upset they are about First Amendment contractors or auditors. Again, do not like the guys, but like they were like, oh well, like nice, nice. They're like, how do we stop them? And it's like, they're trying to come up with like ways to stop them, and the answer is literally just ignore them. Like, just know the fucking law. That's it. Like, they suck. Don't get me wrong, but like, and that those streams did not go over as well as I would have liked. But you know, like, they don't get content if you don't like act like a corrupt asshole. And they were trying to come up with like, oh, maybe we could cite him on this, that, or the other, and I'm like, what? It's not part of cops' job description to know the law. True. However bizarre that is, the cops are not, you know, it has been shown in court cases that they do not have to know the law in order to be a cop. It's also not their job to protect citizens. Nope. Like, I don't like First Amendment auditors, but like, it sort of reminds me a bit of like whatever that kid was doing. I'm Miles Morales. I love that when he like was talking to the security officer, he had like a normal affect, but then like when he was talking to his chat, he had like this really weird affect. Like, I don't understand NPC streaming. Like, it seems so like dehumanizing. You know? People have to get off on it. I mean, I have to assume that's what's happening. Like, I don't understand why you would... I mean, it makes a lot of money, don't get me wrong, so I get it on that, but like, there's so many shit jobs out there. I mean, I guess it's better than Pingal. It's better than working an actual shit job, but holy fucking shit. I just like having a little bit of honor in my work. I feel like I make good content, and I feel like I make content that people want to watch, and I feel like I do good in this world. Like, how do you even get enough views to even have the NPC streamer thing be a thing? You know what I mean? Like, you legitimately can't do an NPC stream with no viewers. You have to have some. Tag spam on Instagram? I guess. A 2-viewer, yeah, especially if those 2 viewers are broke as fuck and they're just like watching, waiting for someone to donate money, but they're not going to donate money because that's cringe. Yeah, that's what I don't get, is how do you have like, what do you do as an NPC streamer with no viewers? You just like idle, wait, just stand there awkwardly, hoping someone will show up. NPC idle talk? I mean, how long can you do that before, like, you just... I mean, I guess you never run out of things to say, because you just say the same shit on repeat. Like, people who are just starting off streaming, it's sad to watch those streams because they're trying so hard to just have anyone give a shit. But, like, I feel like they're doing something, you know? Like, they're you know, usually they just end up talking to themselves about whatever as they, like, wait for people to show up, and then they talk to people who do show up. Like, you know, and that can be sad and humiliating on its own level, because it's just like, this gig is not easy, you know? There are much harder jobs. Streaming to know people for hours crushes your... I've thought about doing an NPC stream as a joke, and my biggest fear is if it actually is successful. And then explaining that to my parents. Like, yeah, I quadrupled my income. Oh, that's great, honey. The streaming thing's really taking off, is it? Yeah. 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 What kind of NPCs would I would do that as like a charity donation reward or something. I would love an ironic Rev NPC stream. How long do those streams go on for? Like, do they... I mean, that could be one of the subathon goals. I think the 2 subathon goals that we're going to have are, well, the main one is going to be, fuck, I didn't mean to do that. Just touch. Just touch. Just touch. Just touch. Just a little bit more. Just a little bit. There's no fanfare? No, like, you win? Oh, okay. I was expecting there to be fanfare of some sort. But the other thing I want to do for the Alan Wake subathon, which I need to like post a schedule of events that are coming up because there is stuff coming up. I think that, so Alan Wake 1 is roughly 11 hours. I don't know how long Alan Wake 2 is. But 11 to 14 hours from what you've seen? Okay. That seems like a thing I could do. Are you going to listen to all the lore? I will read the lore. I will try and play the game like a real person who's trying to enjoy the experience. Like someone who doesn't understand what good writing is. Like, I'll do that. We can watch me try and read a whole bunch of transcripts. The hitbox for the pumpkin is absolutely obnoxious. Control is in the same universe. That was legitimately one of the worst games that has received praise that I've ever played. Like, I'm very confused on why people like it. Like, you're allowed to like what you like, but I just don't understand it. What game? Control and Alan Wake. Both of which I just don't understand the fan base for at all. We're not talking about Vegas. Mike loves Control. Me and Mike are different people. That's okay. I respect my friends' opinions, even when they're wrong. Please don't. Please don't. All right. Outlaws, thank you for the 23 months of support. I got the jack-o'-lantern. That was not as bad as I thought. Do you have any opinion on Fallout New Vegas? We don't have time for that. Controls were bad. And in order to get the maximum value out of the game, we're not doing this again. We can't do this again. Like, we just straight up can't. Hey, Alex, how you doing? The controls in Control were bad. The gameplay was awkward. The plot was bootleg at SCP, acting like it came up with an original concept. So it basically just stole something that already existed and then pretended like it was its own thing. How was the gameplay bad? The map and the gunfights were awkward. You have the ability to fly. It's a bad idea. Like, I don't know when the game starts being fun. But all that sweet, sweet Alan Wake lore. I mean, Alan Wake is a different beast. They went a different direction with Alan Wake than they did Control. I think they did original stuff with the vague concept of containing anomalous objects. You mean literally SCP? Like, I mean, like, other people are allowed to use that idea, don't get me wrong, but I mean, like... Yeah, the enemies were bullet sponges, and just, they would respawn, and with the map design being so dog dick as it was, they're not pretending it's an original concept. So what's left? If the gameplay is awkward from the map and the shoot bullets is bad, like, I don't understand the game. I don't understand why you would play it. It's just like what is the value of story in video games? A lot. The value of story in video games for me is a lot. Some games don't need it. You know, like this game does not need to have a plot. I don't give a shit. All of Project Moon stuff is heavily based on stuff. The same sort of stuff. Yeah, did I end up beating Disco Elysium? No, the view count was real low, and it just got to the point where it was depressing. I mean, like, take away the good graphics of Control and tell me what you have left. Like, I don't know what the game is. Like, what is the cool part of the game? Did you do the long distance call? No, we got past the fascist at the gate. It's cool because it's essentially an SCP game, but they're SCP games that are good. Did I finish I did. I wish that game was more playable for co-op. That would be cool. Are there good SCP games? I think Containment Breach is good. The orange lunch nearly killed me. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if I almost die. It only matters if I die. I liked I wish it was easier to play multiplayer. Because that seems like where the most fun really is the multiplayer. And I just got into it too late. Like it's like through GameSpy or something, right? Like it's super awkward and no one plays it anymore. Lethal Company is like Phasmophobia with SCPs. See, that sounds cool. I think I'm gonna stack some of these over here. All right, never mind then. Have I ever played IB or LB, whichever it is? I actually have not been clear on that. No. I was a good enough game that I was excited about Necromunda Hired Gun. And it was just... worse I Divine Cybermancy. When it really should have just been, like, this is what we were trying to make originally, let's just do that. Do you ever feel like you're a video game hipster sometimes? No. I just feel like I've got good taste. Because I play games that people like. What do I think about Baldur's Gate 3? I really wish that, like, it still pulled in views because I enjoyed the fuck out of that game. That game was great. Like, there's so much just love for it. Opinions on the new Pokemon? I just haven't cared about Pokemon in the longest time. Like, Warframe is good, I just don't have the time to grind that game. Have I played Lobotomy Corporation on stream? I find the translations to be obnoxiously bad. That's my main issue with it. Baldur's Gate is going to be in my top 3 games of the year. For some reason, RoboCop is as well. Have you seen anything of Wanted Dead? I have no idea what that is. I've never shot a 5.56, so I just sort of assumed that I would have more kick. I mean, I don't know. It just, whenever like people are like defending like Fallout New Vegas or like Alan Wake, it feels very much like people debating about the quality of like Call of Duty's story. I just don't understand. I don't understand it. Like, it literally is like that. The writing is at that level for me, where it's just like, I don't. Why are you saying the writing is good? Like, I don't understand. It's good because they're bad. Can we just enjoy things that are good? Fallout New Vegas gets Caesar's philosophy wrong. Right, yeah, I know, I get it. Like, it's not... But, like... on purpose, but it's clever. I'm not going to argue about opinions. It's meant to be wrong, like the crazy fanatics. I've never seen anyone praise New Vegas' story. A lot of people do. That's like one of the things that people say the most whenever I say that I don't like it. If Fallout New Vegas is so good, why do you have to play it with mods? Bethesda games just aren't good. And I know that that one specifically is not a Bethesda game, but it was, kinda. Because it's 14 years old, it sucked ass when it came out, too. We're not doing this. We're not doing this. We can't keep doing this, chat. You have to play Bethesda games with mods. Why? Do I like any Fallout game? No. Although I haven't played the original two, so they're kind of not counted in that. The first two, I think, probably didn't age well, and I'm kind of afraid to play them because I know that, like, my take on New Vegas is spicy. My take on Vegas or Fallout 1 and 2 is going to be even spicier, and that's not going to be fair because that is just like it's much older. It's written by the people who made 1 and 2. Okay, no, I probably won't like it then. I'll accept New Vegas bad before I accept Fallout 3 not total dog shit. I can't do that for you. It is your legend to do. Go fucking die. You remember that bit? You remember how that made no fucking sense? But they had to write it in because their one-dimensional plot did not allow for player agency? I have zero interest in Starfield as well, yeah. Like, you guys can't convince me out of an opinion. I'm allowed to have a separate one from y'all. Like, we're just allowed to have separate opinions. I always get Outer Wilds and Outer Worlds confused, and I was about to like start swinging Astropod. Pod. Like, I haven't played one. You can't logic Rev After an opinion that he didn't logic his way into. I'm just saying if you have to like install modifications just to make the game like fun and playable, the game is bad. Like if it literally takes like fan engagement, that is like some like indie game tier shit. And yet it's like acceptable from a AAA company that has re-released the same dog dick game for years. And somehow that's okay with people. I don't understand that. The amount of like fanboyism and cope that is involved in that. What do I mean with indie tier shit? Having to get your player base to install mods that you didn't make just to make it fucking a playable game? Fallout New Vegas is not Bethesda. Okay, yeah, still, I say what I say. I don't get why people think you have to install mods to have fun with those games. Because the base game is not good. Why do you guys keep trying to talk to a brick wall? Why do you guys keep trying to convince me that I'm wrong about my opinion? I will die on this hill. But I'm going down taking every fucking corpse with me. But our quality of life mods? Why do you need quality of life mods? Why do you need big titty mods? Because the game creators were cowards. There's Baldur's Gate quality of life mods, and yet you don't need to play them. The game plays just fine without any mods. Ooh, that was a spicy one. That one was good. I can't defend or attack Baldur's Gate 1 and 2 because I didn't play them. But yeah, we could make that a chat reward. Getting back to Miles Morales. I don't know how to do that kind of thing. Also, on topic of games that need mods to be amazing, Minecraft is a good game even without mods. It is a completely playable, fun experience without mods. It's a different game, but it is a playable game. Copium? I enjoy basic Minecraft. I've played vanilla Minecraft on stream multiple times. If you modded this game, what would I do? Tits. Why not? Fuck it. I enjoy base Fallout New Vegas. What of it? You're allowed to enjoy things I don't. Is there like a there's already a booby game on itch.io of this. Not surprised. I'm disappointed, but I'm not surprised anymore. Every now and then I get the urge to just like get down in the mines and play some fucking regular ass Minecraft. You know, and then I usually stream it until I burn out on it, and then I stop playing it. I usually build a church because I just have a fucking problem. I build barns? Okay, fine. I build barns. Skill issue. Legitimately. I'm so fucked. Is the writing for a Bethesda game better or worse than NPC streamers? Can you name any video games about old people? I played this one where you just like walk around and then you die. Now, don't insult the NPC streamers. The graveyard, that's it, yeah. What game do you think is good that other people think is not good? video game. Warhammer isn't a video game. I was gonna say that, but I don't think that's like... Darktide is the worst game that I enjoy playing. Like, if people are like, Darktide is bad, like, you ain't wrong. Like, you're not wrong. It's a bad game. Warhammer Total War, I didn't really get into it. There is a level of stagnation in Warhammer because of yeah, and I don't like that things can't change. Mike was talking about how Stanley Parable is a bad game. Stanley Parable is, you have to enjoy the humor or else it sucks. I enjoyed the humor, so I liked it, but you know, also it was kind of doing something unique. It hadn't, like, we hadn't seen something like that yet at the time. Now there's like a dozen games trying to do the same shit, but like it, you know, is original at the time to some degree. Can you guys just fucking combine already? Thank you. How long have I been playing this? Like 2 hours? Maybe that should stop. I get why Mike doesn't like it. Like, that totally makes sense to me. I saw a post on Reddit, and it was definitely one of those, like, content farming ones, but fuck it, I want to change the subject, so here's another subject to talk about. What, so a person's never played a video game before, what game do you suggest they play? Yeah, I think a lot of people say Mario, and I agree, but I would just say whatever the most recent Mario is. Trying to get them to play, like, Mario 3 for the SNES is just not viable. Just, like, whatever the most recent Mario game is. What was the question? Someone has never played a video game before. What game do you get them to play? Mario 3 does hold up. Mario 3 is still a solid platformer. There's not really anything you would change aside from graphics, I think. But Nintendo is, like, fucking weird about, like, getting access to games. And so, like, I wouldn't recommend it just because it would be very hard for them to get a hold of. If they got a hold of that rather than the newest Mario game, I would not argue with that. Puzzle games sidestep the issues that most people have when... Okay, I mean, Tetris is a solid choice, but I really want to pick something that, like, feels like a video games game. Mario 3 is on Switch? Okay, then there you go, that's fine. Yeah, I didn't know it was available on Switch. I think that a lot of people who aren't into video games do look for graphics as, like, that's certainly the sign of a good game, right? Control, then? Do you want people to, like, no one is gonna be able to figure out the fucking controls for Control if it's their first game they play. You definitely don't send them to play, like, a first-person shooter. Like, that is just, like... What are the controls? WASD. What? Why WASDA? Why not the arrow keys? We tried that. It was bad. You know? Like, there's a lot of conventions about video games that are just kind of fucking weird. So, like, it's got to be something that, like, kind of... Oh, it makes a lot of sense. Like, I agree. I still use WASD. Cruelty Squad? Cruelty Squad, Jesus, fuck. Talk about an ugly as shit game that's perfect in every other way. And it's perfect for being an ugly piece of shit game. Wobble Dogs is a good choice. I think that's a game that you pick for someone. Yeah, no, the game's ugly on purpose. Animal Crossing's a good choice. Yeah, if Cruelty Squad looked better, it would be a worse game, which is bizarre. Katamari Damacy makes a lot of sense, yeah. I think a lot of, like, puzzle games are pretty straightforward, especially games that you don't need to have Twitch reactions. Like, that you can kind of think about it for a minute. I mean, this is an okay game. I wouldn't consider this particularly hardcore or anything, but I mean, neither is Mario. But I feel like pretty much anyone who looks at this game has, like, a core understanding of what's happening. Peggle. Something like Obra Dinn, okay, fair enough. Obra Dinn is an okay choice for a first-person game. Because you don't need to... There's a lot of, like, very solid games that have just dog-dick controls. Resident Evil. Like, the old ones. Like, tank controls are bad and don't make sense. Chance of Sonar? Yeah, that's a solid one. Outer Wilds might work. You don't really have to be fast at anything, and you can kind of build up to like needing to move quickly in that game. I don't think that you'll be a speedrunner of it if it's your first fucking game ever, but Outer Wilds could be okay. Ooh, yeah. Controlling the ship is kind of hard in that game. Oh yeah, tank controls can be fine. I'm fine with them as a gamer, but I'm just thinking as like a first-time gamer, I would not want to recommend that, right? Like, the problem is that a lot of the good games that you can think of would not be good games for someone who's just starting out playing video games. They're not good intro games. The Sims? Sims makes a level of sense. Like, anything that you could describe by just describing it as something else would be good. A turn-based RPG? Yeah, especially like reading heavy ones could be fine, because they're kind of used to that. Or a game with a lot of like cool action set pieces. I think it's why games like, you know, Call of Duty are so popular, is because you don't really have to be a gamer to get the fuck me with a rake. Final Fantasy could be okay. You'd have to maybe pick a new one. One of the Sakura games that I used to speedrun? Jesus fucking Christ. That's a choice. Like, I'm not gonna pick a Final Fantasy game just because I don't like Final Fantasy games. I don't like JRPGs in general. Never gonna forget about the time that I said that and then got called a racist for it. That was absolutely fucking wild. Like, you can't have opinions like that. Well, I didn't like it because it was Japanese, apparently. It's like, what? Like, I just don't like ordering off of menus. Like, it's like the least fun part of going to a restaurant. You're telling me that that's like... Go ahead and send a timeout. Please don't, like, be like someone else is streaming. XCOM or Battletech? Do you just want to make someone mad? Be like, oh yeah, 98% chance the gun is in his face. I'll probably hit. This game's great. Let me go ahead and confirm that action and enjoy my life. What's the worst game to recommend to someone who's never played a game before? Have I ever played Soma? Soma is, like, great, but not a great choice. ASCII Dwarf Fortress is a great choice for, like, worst game to recommend someone. Like, it's a banger game, but good fucking luck understanding what is happening. Because, like, I'm a gamer and I couldn't get into that because it was just, like, fucking insane. I don't know which one, but some MMO. EVE Online. Yeah, just go ahead and start booting up EVE Online. Yeah, this game is, like, older than, like, some of the people who play it, but, like, listen. I've got this 6.5, like, this almost 6-hour video you gotta watch. I was telling my folks about that. Did I watch Fred's video? Yeah, it took me a while, but I got it. It's a great video. He did a great fucking job. I used to play a little bit of EVE, and I remember, like, tacitly hearing about some of the stuff. I remember saying at the time, like, hey, I can't really get into EVE, but, you know, once that, like, first-person shooter bit comes into play, like, I'm totally down to do that for y'all. You know, I can be that part of the team. The guy who does the first-person shooter thing. Honestly, if you're gonna watch that video, I will say watch it like an audiobook. Like, watch it for a bit while you're driving or something. Like, listen to it in the car while you're driving, and then, like, go do something else. You know? Like, don't try and sit through it all in one sitting. It's 6 hours long. Ooh, Guns is a really awkward choice for a start. I loved Guns. No, tank is retention. The algorithm hates that. I think that the algorithm already likes the video. Because it's just a well-made video. The algorithm doesn't matter if the video itself is good. And people know you exist. And Fred has like 1 million subs, so I think he'll be fine. EVE is probably a really fun game. I could never get into it because as soon as I started playing it, I didn't really get that bit that he mentions in the video that it was like one of the first space like flying games that like had graphics. So they're like, we don't know what we're doing, so we're just gonna go for it. Give grandpa a VR porn game. Yeah, so in this game, she sucks you off and you get to fuck her. That's the plot of the game. Some Z-Tech? Yeah. Get someone who's never played a video game to play Z-Tech games. So, Grandpa, yeah, this game is called Meat and Fuck. It's a really good series. So you can tell that she's upset because she's going, "Ugh." That means she's upset. And the goal of this game is to make her want to fuck you. It's pretty easy, actually, because the game is set up so that way she fucks you. Yes, this is a real video game. Yes, I'm a gamer. Remember Hack Mud? Dude, I remember Muds. Whenever I talk or hear about or think about Muds, I think about the one that I played that, like, there was a weird spawn rate on placentas. And it was like the noob starter thing. You know how, like, you normally get, like, rat tails or something? It's like placentas from, like, random animals. Was, like, the noob trash stuff. Me and my friends tried to make a Mud, and it just ended up being a thing where, like, no one put in the time or effort aside from me. Cool. I loved that. Oh, there's a sad noise? What was the sad noise for? Get them to play what is it? Corruption of Champions or whatever, but act like they're special for getting the sex scenes. Oh, you get the lose noise if you don't make the ranking. Oh, I get it. Rev knows about COC? Yeah, I used to go to F. It was kind of hard to avoid. We should find something else to play here in a second. I don't know what. Well, it's because someone came in and pointed out that Yol is streaming. So. Silly Flash games? There's not many that I haven't played, man. Balloons? Not again. You should play the Alien Hominid game. Why? It seems like the fun of Eve, though, is doing the masterminding and the just, like, insane levels of just, like, you realize this is a video game, bro, moments. Like, half of that video that Fred made, I kept having to remind myself, like, hold up, this is a video game. They're doing all of this because video game. This is gonna be the last run, and then we're gonna switch. Half Sword? I love Half Sword, but I don't know as if the world needs more of me playing Half Sword. I feel like we got what we can get out of the demo. I should probably eat lunch. I don't know what we have. I think we have, like, sandwich stuff. Might have to do a just eating stream in a minute, because I kind of forgot to eat this morning, as one does. Yeah, I'd rather wait for the full release of Half Sword, or at least a significant content update. Have you played X Anima? No, I have not. I don't even know what that is. Goonstorm required you to be active on other stuff as well, which is ridiculous. Hokkaido? I've heard about Hokkaido. Someone was talking about it just a minute ago. Goons were from the Something Awful forums, yeah. What's your opinion on traditional roguelikes? I haven't played enough of them to have an opinion on them. I played a lot of rogue-adjacent games. It sounds like that, yeah, if you play that game, you're going to be fighting goons a majority of the time. Rogue is good. I've heard as much. It spawned a whole genre. So, it's got to be doing something all right. That's good. Kind of just bump. There we go. Good, good. All right. Now, can we force them together? I don't think so. Not really. The music's driving you insane? Yeah, no, I noticed. And like I said, we're going to switch games after this run because it does seem like people are kind of done with this for now. We can come back to it some other time. We could just turn off the music as well, but I don't really have music to switch it out with. We're all insane here? Yeah. There we go. That was good. This could be a good game for someone who hasn't played video games before. You don't have to be a fucking genius to understand what's happening here. Well, I have a feeling that this is going to go downhill very soon. Tetris is better. Tetris is a solid choice too. Super Auto Pets is... Mike didn't have a good time with it, from what I could tell. This could be your average phone game. In fact, it pretty much is. But it's the hot new thing, so everyone's playing it. And it's good for this kind of thing, you know? It's good for just wanting to sit and chill. I do like Super Auto Pets. It is good. But I have to, like, kind of... I don't know, go at it in waves. I'm feeling very hungover this morning. I will say that. Hey, oh. Okay. We're close to a melon. I was just giving it a minute to kind of like get its shit together, kind of try and figure out what it wants to do. Principally speaking, you want to stack like them in order from littlest to biggest. That way, you know, when they eventually do combine, they combine into a big thing. But yeah, I mean, I feel like 2048 is a solved game, but like there's still like I haven't figured it out totally yet. Hence why I can't just like win every time. I'm probably gonna lose actually from something combining weird and just like going yeet. Okay, yeah, there it is. I don't even know how that happens. All right. We playing Suika? That was kind of random. Yeah, I touched it on its way down and that shouldn't have ended it. No, that's the way this works. I bounce off the top apple. Yeah, because like the settling is like a frame thing. Why do people like this game? Funny melon game? Just funny melons, man. You get to play with melons. It's like everyone's fucking goal in life. Give me like a minute to get some food in me. Or go and get some food and then I'll be right back. Give me like 2 minutes to make a sandwich. I'll be right back. I bet you I can make and eat a sandwich in 2 minutes. I did not make and eat a sandwich in 2 minutes. Apologies. I lied. Let's see if there's anything good out there. I should say that so Sinfessions we're gonna do just like all of them or as much as I can until my voice gives out. That's on the 15th. We're going to do the Alan Wake subathon on the 20th. And then we're going to do the final day for submitting your Christmas spooky story. Doesn't have to be Christmas themed. It's just, you know, that time of year. Let's see what's out there. See if there's any games that we feel like playing. So what have I been playing recently? Like RoboCop, Kenshi, Half Sword. Backpack Battles I don't think is the right choice right now. Is it weird to put mayo on your hot dog buns? Yeah. Yeah, a little bit. This is just a mustard and ham sandwich. It's not anything special. It's just easy. No cheese. Been playing a lot of Dark Tide, not really enjoying it. There are some bounties for some games. Are any of these good? The Front. There's a ad for Red Baron. You could watch that. This bounty has been here for like at least a month. I'm actually surprised that they're still offering it. The Front is not good. I have no idea what it is. No more Liza P bounties. Let's watch this Red Baron's thing, because I need to eat food anyway. So they just want us to watch this. Suggested talking points. Red Baron has launched a new product called the fully loaded hand-tossed style pizza, which comes in 3 flavors: pepperoni, barbecue recipe chicken, which is Sweet Baby Ray's, and meat lovers. Half pound of premium toppings. Restaurant style crust that we all love, blah, blah, blah. Talk about how the video draws inspiration from classic Western movies and gives it the fully loaded treatment. No one talks like that. Okay, well. Talking points. You love the product. Yeah, all right. Well, let me show you this ad for Red Baron's fully loaded thing. I got to show it to you for 2 minutes. The the video is just slightly shorter than that. So again, I'm being sponsored, so you know, there's that. That could be a thing that either, you know, influences my opinion on this one way or another, and you should know. Let's see what this is.
One Red Baron, fully loaded, hand-tossed style. Hold on, partner.
That there pizza's big enough for the both of us.
Sure is. But this town ain't.
Why does he have a diamond earring?
Is it better than fighting?
Of course!
And so, Lonely Pete and Really Rude Rick learned that a punch in the face might be fun, but sharing a fully loaded Red Baron with friends is always tastier. Yeah, that's about all we have time for today. Giddy up.
Well, that ad costs a lot of money. All right, cool. I'm done with that and my sandwich. Like, what was the point? That was supposed to convince you to buy a pizza. Like, hey, did you guys know that frozen pizzas exist? I already talked about all that stuff. Like, I don't think you really need to be sold on the idea of frozen pizza. But if they want to pay me like $1.50 to tell you guys that frozen pizza exists, hey, frozen pizza exists. I want to see if there's any good like games out there. Not that. Let's go ahead and hide that for a sec. All right, let's see what's out there. If there's any good games. Switch the thing to just chatting. In fact, we should probably restart. Give me half a second to turn on and off YouTube. Where's the button for that? All right. 3, 2, 1, boop.